A lot of ladies think it's harder for them to lose weight. I've had a lot of female clients, they go, oh, my boyfriend, he can just decide he's going to start losing weight and lose 10 pounds in a month. It took me 6 months to do that. The ladies think it's harder for them. It's not true. It's actually more difficult for men to lose weight. Now, this video isn't about the difference between men and women for losing weight, but it is about why it's very difficult for men to lose weight, because we've been tricked, we've been brainwashed, we've been programmed to be fat bastards, straight up. Straight up. In the 90s and the 2000s, all the sitcoms with the fat dad, fat happy dad drinking his beer, pigging out. We've all seen it. Then in the later years, you get Thor and he's all jacked, veins busting out the arm, and he's drinking the beer. He's refilling. Oh, it's funny. Look at Thor. Look at the fictional movie character. He can drink and be jacked. I can do it too. You know what's fucked up? Whether it's the brainwashing that I'm talking about or just a weird natural thing, it feels, check out my facts over feelings video down below, quite a few videos on my channel. It feels way more manly to eat a ton of food and to drink. It does. Feels manly as fuck. Knocking down shots, having a nice, thick, flavorful porter, a nice, creatively flavored IPA, that shit, for whatever reason, feels pretty fucking manly. My wife and I, we used to go to this Mexican joint in Cary. It's called Bravo's. Oh my God. I would get the Fiesta burrito. It was like an entire day's worth of food in this burrito. We're having Don Julio before, during, and after. And then as I would clean my plate, she'd give me this little cute face. Can you finish mine? And I would, because it's all the same plates, I would stack her plate on top of my empty one and down the hatch, shovel hers down. I used to do that all the time. And it felt manly, whatever that means. It felt way more correct to just turn into a fucking garbage to turn into a garbage can, a garbage disposal, motherfucker, with how much food I can eat. I can eat a psychotic amount of food if I choose to. And every time I do, like I'm saying, it feels very manly. But what is the end result of a consistent lifestyle of overeating and overindulging in alcohol? It's certainly not looking like Thor. You see the thumbnail. That's what the end result is, motherfucker. That's what the end result is of constantly overeating and overdrinking. It's looking like a fucking donut. Just a soft, tubby, doughy bastard. God, I looked terrible. I looked awful. And it took getting to that point, because you can get away with being a little fat, but there's some shape. And then, yeah, you're a little soft, but maybe you're feeling strong in the weight room because your absolute strength's a little higher, so you can justify it. When you get to that point that I was at, it's like, this has gone too far. I look fucking horrific. I look terrible. The point of this video is stopping when you're like full, or even before you're full, but you know that, okay, that's enough food. It almost it almost feels feminine. Like you picture the soccer mom with her little Tupperware of carrots and fucking grapes, and it's like, I don't want to do that. I want to be a big, strong, dangerous, lethal man. Give me that steak. Give me the potatoes. Give me that beer, right? And, I mean, steak and potatoes, that's superfood. But it's about the amount. It's about the amount. Think about a Greek god physique. Like in the world of fitness, it's always about the Greek god. Visible abs, shape, 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 shape. Shape all over. Shapely shoulders, shapely arms, shapely legs. Veins, motherfucker, that is not going to happen if every time you sit down to eat, you eat until it's hard to breathe because you're so full. And then you throw alcohol into the mix, now it's an even worse situation. And even that, the food aside, just drinking has been programmed. We've been brainwashed to think that's what men do. Wolverine is one of my favorite characters, right? Marvel Wolverine. In that last movie, the Deadpool versus Wolverine, I'm laughing my ass off in all the scenes where he's just putting away this bottle. And he's got all the veins busting out because, they get a pump before every single scene before they get on camera. And it's one of my favorite characters. It was a great movie, but I'm sitting there like, it's just unfortunate that is still happening. Because whether someone consciously or unconsciously processes that, I promise you that's influencing men to drink. It is. They don't think, oh, Wolverine's the shit, and he drinks, I'm going to drink too. But that's what happens. Or you have the stressed out business tycoon in whatever movie, goes to his penthouse suite, pours himself. They always have like the fancy liquor cabinet where there's no labels. It's just all in these big fancy looking glass containers, right? Pours the whiskey, knocks it down. Okay, now I have my head on straight. Now I know what to do. Now I know what the plan is. It's programming us to think the solution I'm looking for, the stress relief I'm looking for, is on the other side of the bottle, on the other side of taking some shots. Even Jack Daniels, they have that higher quality Gentleman Jack. I heard Joe Rogan endorsing Gentleman Jack like 6 or 7 years ago. I had to get it. I was like, Joe Rogan's rich as shit. He likes it. Must be good. And then I found out there's even higher tiers. I don't know why he was fixed on that one. Like Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Select is really where it's at, or where it was at when I used to partake. But even then, I'm thinking, hey, Joe Rogan's the man. He's fit, super successful. See, you can get away with it. I can drink and still pull it off. All these things I'm trying to pull off. I'm starting to really lean into the alcohol thing. About to turn this into a whole different video. Men have been programmed, motherfucker. We have been brainwashed to overconsume in food and drink. That's a fact. Even outside of media, most men and most families overconsume in food and drink. So we grow up seeing our relatives or seeing our friends' parents, uncles, whatever, just be fat bastards. Straight up. And so, even in that way, we're being programmed like, okay, when I'm a grown man, when I grow up to be a dad, be a whatever, it's perfectly okay, it's acceptable. It's assumed that I will do these things. And I ask you, is that end result an end result you're fucking interested in? Because I looked and felt terrible. I couldn't stand the sight of myself. It got so bad, if I looked in the mirror, in my peripheral, I would feel so defeated. That is no way for anyone to live, male or female. That is no way for anyone to live, where you look in the mirror and it feels like someone just kicked you in the nuts. Feels like someone just punched you in the stomach and took your wind out. No one should ever experience that. Is that fucking manly, motherfucker? Is that manly? Looking in the mirror and going, Jesus. That's unfortunate. What the fuck is manly about that? What the fuck is alpha or manly about having no self-control when it comes to what you consume? Just being a bottomless pit. What the fuck is manly about that? Calorie restriction, weighing out my food, measuring my food, eating exactly what I need for that day, for the current goal, whether that be losing, maintaining, or gaining weight. That shit has changed my life. Now that will teach a motherfucker how to become a man. That self-control, that discipline, when your stomach is growling, but you have this very specific end result in mind, and so you take a deep breath and feel your power. There's nothing more fucking powerful than extreme self-control and willpower. Overindulging in food and drink is the literal opposite of that. But you let me know. What's been your experience with eating too damn much? Have you been fat? Have you been fit? Where are you at? What's going on with you? Let's keep this conversation going in the comments. Talk to you there. Let's go.